the prince of an ancient golden civilization was destined to battle a warrior chief of another world. Yul Brynner and George Chakiris star in Kings of the Sun, a pageant of mighty adventure on NBC Monday night at the movies at 9, 8 Central Time.
Goodwill gives growth. That's true of any kind of goodwill. Say a kind word to somebody and watch a beaming smile grow. Show that you want to help someone in trouble and witness a growth of courage and confidence. In Goodwill Industries, goodwill gives growth in many ways. Handicapped people come to Goodwill Industries for personal help. They've been neglected by society, left alone in empty worlds, useless to themselves and others. So, Goodwill counsels them, tests, evaluates, encourages, trains, gives them work opportunity, and makes them self-supporting. Self-respect and satisfaction grow when Goodwill helps the handicapped. That's why it's such a rewarding experience to help Goodwill. Give growth to the handicapped by supporting Goodwill Industries.
When you want to fly someplace exciting, think of TWA. We fly to New York, to Washington, to Chicago, and to St. Louis. And we're the only airline that can also fly you to Honolulu and on to the Orient. For a business trip or a vacation to remember, call your travel agent or TWA. We're the only airline that can take you around the U.S. and around the world.
You want to know about my Honda? Well, it's really fantastic in traffic, uphills, downhills, desert driving.
The movability of it.
It's a lot roomier inside than I thought.
Sure is a great family car.
I haven't had any accidents.
If you've forgotten how much fun owning a car can be, talk to somebody who owns a Honda Civic.
Mucho room in it.
They seem to be getting more miles of smiles than just about anybody.
I don't know what to say.
Neither do I.
In the news tonight, the Greyhound buses are rolling again, just in time for the holidays. I'm Don Harris. We'll have details on the KNBC News Service at 11.
This is KNBC Los Angeles, Channel 4.
President Ford returned from the Soviet summit tonight and announced a new arms limitation agreement between our two countries. We'll have details on KNBC News Service next.
Holiday foods. They're my very special gift to the people I love. So I always go to a lot of trouble. Everything has to be just right. That's why I shop at Vaughn's. I know the Vaughn's people will have everything I need, the best of everything. And at the kind of low prices I appreciate even more around the holidays. Oh, look who's ready to eat. The best for the holidays from Vaughn's.
RCA's Holiday Gift Show comes to Southern California. Don't miss our exciting Christmas values on 100% solid-state XL100 color TV, like these handsome XL100 consoles, with RCA's finest big-screen black matrix picture tube for our brightest 25-inch diagonal picture, plus beautiful cabinetry in a dramatic range of styles. Buy now while selections are best.
See them now at Kmart, all stores, and at Paul's TV and Appliance Center in La Habra.
The Dodge Colt two-door coupe has a sticker price of $2,612. State and local taxes, destination, and dealer preparation charges, if any, are extra. At the Dodge Boys.
KNBC Los Angeles. This is the KNBC News Service with Don Harris, with a report on the Soviet-American summit and a new arms agreement. And Boyd Matson with films of today's come-from-behind Rams win. Once again, Don Harris.
President Ford came home from the Soviet summit meeting tonight, and he announced that our two countries have reached a tentative agreement on limiting strategic arms. There was a big crowd gathered at Andrews Air Force Base, that's just outside Washington, and they listened as the president described the accord. He said it would limit the military competition, at least for the next 10 years.
The understanding we reached resulted from an intensive round of give and take, the kind of give and take negotiations that recognized the legitimate security of both sides. Many details remain to be worked out by our negotiators, but ceilings on the strategic forces of both nations have been accepted. A good agreement that will serve the interests of the United States and the Soviet Union is now within our grasp. Vladivostok was an appropriate ending to a journey designed to strengthen ties with old friends and expand areas of agreement with old adversaries.
Mr. Ford's White House aides were in a state of euphoria when he returned tonight. Press Secretary Ron Nesson told reporters Richard Nixon tried to reach an arms limitation agreement with the Soviets for 5 years. It took Gerald Ford 3 months. Douglas Kiker, NBC News at Andrews Air Force Base, Maryland.
The summit was a 24-hour marathon in Vladivostok on Russia's Pacific coast. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger told reporters an agreement has been reached in principle. Only the technical details remain now to be worked out.
If it is achieved, it will mean that a cap has been put on the arms race for a period of 10 years. The issues that are before us now are essentially technical issues. That is to say, there are issues of verification, issues of collateral restraints,